This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah. Yes. Tim, can you hear me now? Hello.
Hello?
Yeah. Jyotirmay, can you
Yeah,
hear
are
me?
you audible, sir? Yes, sir.
I'm audible, right? Yeah. Thanks for the
Hmm.
confirmation. Just a minute,
Okay,
please.
sir.
Yeah. Let me share my screen and please confirm me once it is visible for you. Is it? Are you able to see my screen? Team, are you able to see my screen? Can someone confirm, please?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can able to see my screen, right?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Perfect. Yeah. As said in the previous session, I'm not sure who are all joined again, but just want to reiterate, just an interactive session. Please be on top of it and let me know if you're facing any issues or concerns or anything which is not relevant to here. Please feel free to raise your hand so that I can explain you multiple number of times. How many number of times you want, I can explain you with multiple examples as well. So this is the last session. Actually, what I said here is the last session, and we discussed about something like positive testing and negative testing, and the difference between developer and the tester, and something like difference. So Mahesh, is it the new session, or do you want me to continue from there where I left? Uh, okay. So is there anyone who joined recently, or is it the second session for you?
Sir, I'm new, sir.
Perfect. Okay. Anyone who joined from the last
Sir, this
session?
is second session. Last session I joined, sir. Rajeshwar.
Rajeshwari. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the confirmation. Dhanraj, and I can see Ayush and some names here. Yeah. Please don't mind if it is repeatable for you. I can see some of the folks are newly joined, but I'll try to cover as much as I can from the previous session. Okay. Okay. As said, this is an interactive session, and so far I have almost 14 plus years of experience. Currently, I'm working as a senior technical product owner for one of the reputed organization, and I've almost completed six teams, and currently this is the team number 7. I used to take a note of each and everything, whatever we discuss on a regular basis. So no need to write anything. Just watch and observe what I'm trying to teach you, and no need to write anything. I will be here to write down whatever we are discussing here. Okay. So don't write anything. Just concentrate on the teaching. What exactly I'm trying to convey you, and let me know if you're facing any issues or anything which is not relevant to you or which is unknown to you, so that I can explain you multiple number of times. Okay. So as said, we are here to learn about testing, and we have a PPT as well, which is ready to show you what exactly we are trying to discuss in upcoming sessions. Okay, the PPT consists of around 100 slides, which is only for manual testing. After completing the manual testing, we'll go ahead and learn about some automation techniques, and then we can go ahead. If it is a Selenium, we'll learn core Java or C Sharp based on the interest, and then we can go ahead with Selenium testing. So, as said, it's a manual testing. We'll be learning some of the things. What are the different terminology that we are going to learn, before we go ahead and learn and explore the things on testing. So testing is everywhere, because not only in software industry you will be seeing this testing terminology. That means you are going to test anything. So before you buy anything, let's take, if you're trying to buy any mobile, if you go to showroom, before you buy it, you will try to see, I will try to test what are the applications which are supported by the application, what are the features which are there in the application as well. I mean to say the mobile. So mobile feature, you will check it, you will check for the price, and you will check for the camera quality, video quality, and the display quality and everything. If you are satisfied enough, then only you will go ahead and buy the product. In the same note, if you are trying to buy a car, what you will do, you will do a test drive. Test drive. That is nothing but you will check whether it is feasible and whether it is as per your expectations or not. That means testing is anywhere. If testing is fails, definitely there will be a very much fallback in the marketing world. So you might be hear about Samsung Notepad, somewhere around S10 or S9 batch. That is a completely a testing failure. It is not giving a complete quality or a security to your data. So everybody, they call back whatever they buy in the market, and they just roll back all the mobiles, and whatever the release that they have done, it's completely a failure because a testing is failed. Lot of such scenarios which were happen in the real world. There is one person who's a Pankaj who already found some bug in the Facebook software. Say he reported the same, saying that there is a bug in the Facebook software. Then he bought a bounty of 10 lakhs reward, saying that because of he found the issue, everybody got to know what exactly the issue on the Facebook, and they corrected it. I can show you a picture representation of exactly it was looking like. Yeah, hope you're able to see my screen. Yeah, as said, some around 10 lakhs he bought a bounty because he found a bug. He hacked the Facebook site, and he showed some of the bug in the site itself. The same note, lot of things, like if it is a bug in the software, in the not only in the Facebook industry or somewhere in the app also, if we found some issue, then definitely it's an issue from the entire software perspective. So testing will play a very important role in any industry. In any industry, I mean to say, if it is a manufacturing industry, healthcare industry, financial industry, construction, or any banking industry, all of things, we have a lot more. So any industry, testing will play a very important role. But we are not talking about currently a manufacturing industry or a construction industry. Currently, whatever the software, everybody will be using a software. So we are into learn about software testing. What exactly it is? Software testing, as said, it is a program, or we can say that it is a process of checking. What we are going to check, we are trying to check the correctness. That means whether the software is correctly working or not. That means whether the whatever the mobile that you buy, whether the mobile is as per your expectations or not. That is correctness. And completeness. That means the end to end, whatever the features you are expecting, all the features are there or not. That is end to end features are there in the mobile application or not. That means the completeness and security and quality. So we are trying to check whether the application is correct or not, and whether the application is complete or not, whether the application is having the security features or not, whether the application is as per the quality or not. So if all these four pillars are satisfied, then only we can say that my product is completely testing done. Okay, and quality of a developed software. That means the developer has to complete their developing and currently ready with the source code. What is source code? Sometimes it is called as AUT or SUT also. That is application under test or system under test. That means anything which is developed by the developer, like source coding using different programming languages like Python, Java, C, C++, COBOL, whatever it is. Any programming language that they use to develop a software, it is ready to test. Okay, then that particular code is called as source code or AUT or SUT. That means application under test or system under test. Before we proceed with testing, a developer will perform a test that is called as unit testing. There is a question in interview. They'll call it as, is the developer will perform testing? Your answer should be yes. Developer also performs testing. That testing is called as unit testing. What exactly he will do? He will perform the unit testing in a gentle way. That means he or she only performs positive testing. Whereas professional tester, what he will do? He will perform a testing in multiple ways. Not only gently testing, like a positive testing, he will perform testing and a negative also. Negative or positive testing. Okay, that means it's a constructive or destructive process. Means any tester, before he performs any testing, he has to be get ready with the source code. Where exactly you will get the source code? You will get the source code from the developer. Developer will say that yes, my source code is ready to test. Then only tester will start testing and he'll perform the testing in both the ways. Not only positive as said in the negative way also. That is we call it as constructive or destructive process. We have a multiple definitions of testing. For us, software testing is nothing but four pillars. One is correctness, completeness, security, and quality of a developed software. As said, in the wiki page also, we have a definition. Like software testing is an investigation conducted to provide stakeholders with information about the quality of the product or a service under test. So this is a Wikipedia definition. No one will say it is wrong. Yeah, definition is definition only. But in order to make sure in a simple terms, we are explaining software testing in this way. Software testing is the process used to check the correctness, completeness, security, and quality of the developed computer software. This is simple terms. We are saying four pillars of testing. Okay. Now, what is the intention? Our intention is to finding bugs. Very important point. What is your motto of attending this class? To learn about what is the software testing and different ways of testing, to explore more on the testing. In the same way, what is the tester intention? Tester intention is to finding the bugs. How many ways you want? He may perform a positive testing or a negative testing or whatever he'll want. But his intention is to finding the bugs and not to say they upset. That means you're not here to say that there are no bugs in the software. You are here to say that there are bugs in the software. That means you can perform whatever it may be the way. See, if you have a doubt on particular software, what you will do? You will test in an aggressive way. That means you will test all these things. See, you have some doubt on your work. So what you will do? Some other person will thought of checking your software. Then you will do a thorough check whether the application is without any issues. Okay, so the tester intention is to finding the bugs and not to say their absence. Very, very important point. Okay, how many ways he will conduct the test? He will conduct the test in two ways. One is a constructive way and a destructive way. That is positive testing and negative testing. Whatever it may be the testing, his intention is to finding the bugs and not to say their absence. Okay, and let me show you here. So more about testing. Testing is a program execution with the intent of finding the defects. That means your intention. What is the bug? How many bugs you have there in the software? That is your motto of doing the performing the testing. Okay, and as said, testing is a constructive and destructive process. Testing proves the presence of defects and not to their absence. You are not here to say that there are no bugs. You are here to say that there are bugs in the software. That's your motto and your intention. And we are currently discussing about two roles. One is a developer and other one is tester. What they will do, developer will work on the requirements from the client, and intention is to deliver by the time. So what is the developer intention? Developer intention is only one. He wants to work on requirements which he got it from the client. Okay, client said you need to work on this one. Then what the developer will do? Developer just write the source code in different languages, like different programming languages. Like as said, Java or C or C++, Python, whatever it is, Python, and we have a lot of languages, COBOL, many more. Okay, so different languages he may use and try to build a code based on the requirements, and his intention or her intention is to deliver on the time. Whatever the time he gave, he wants to deliver it. That's it. He doesn't need and he doesn't concentrate or he doesn't require to know about whether the software or an application is secure or not, whether the application is quality oriented or not, whether the application is correct or not, or complete or nothing. He's least bothered about all these four pillars. His intention is to deliver the software within the timeline. That's it. Okay, just full stop. No more intention. Developer intention is to write the code based on the requirements from the client. Okay, his intention is to deliver by the time. That's it. Full stop. Whereas coming to tester, what he will do, his intention is to check or process gently, not only gently, is aggressively. Like he will perform constructive or destructive process to find bugs or defects in the developer software. And what is his intention? His intention is quality. Very, very important. He never thought about whether the timeline is reaching or not. His intention is to quality oriented software. That's it. By doing n number of testing, like he may perform positive testing, negative testing, whatever not, what not, integration testing, regression testing, how many number of testings we want, he can do all those testing. But his intention is to do a quality oriented software to be delivered. That's it. He is least bothered about the timelines. Whether I need to deliver by tomorrow or day after tomorrow, that's not his intention. His intention is only to deliver a pure 100% quality oriented software. Okay, are you getting my point? I'm just pausing here. Any questions for me so far, whatever we discussed? Team, I'm just pausing here. Any questions for me, please?
No, sir.
Thank you, Jyotirmay. Any questions, please? Any other team? I saw
No, sir.
someone.
No, sir.
Are you getting my point? Are you able to follow the things, or you want me to slow down and explain again? Please feel free to reach out to me, and please feel free to raise your hand. You're good, right, team?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Yeah, thanks for that. Thanks for the confirmation, team. So I just need your interactive session. So it would be easy for me to go through different topics. If you're interactive enough and if you're good enough to raise the questions or saying yes or no or something like that, then definitely it will be interactive session and more interesting session. Okay. And again, let's move to the next topic. Before we go into the next topic, see, as said, developer understands the system but will test the gently and is driven by delivery. His intention is delivery only, nothing. And he'll also perform testing, as said, unit testing. He will perform the testing in gently, that means positive way. Whatever it is, he'll just run the testing in a positive way. Whereas the tester, what he is doing, he will do, must learn about the system, but will attempt to break it and is driven by quality. His intention is to deliver the things with the quality, whether the quality 100% quality oriented application or not. So tester will play a very important role. I can say vital role in software development lifecycle, SDLC. That is software development life cycle. So there are multiple phases in the SDLC, like requirement analysis, design, development, testing, and maintenance. All those things are phases. We'll go through them once we come into the picture. But so far, I've been using two different words. Those are project and product. What is have you ever heard about project and product, both the words? Have you ever heard about these two words? Team, Jyotirmayi or anyone, please. You heard about, I'm not asking question. Have you heard about these two words? Project and
Yes,
product.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yesterday you
perfect.
told.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
perfect. Yeah, project and product both are different words and different terminology which are used in not only in software industry, in any industry. But there is a slight difference between this project and product. So what is that? Project means here we are working on the market needs. That means here, no one is boss. No one will come and give you the requirements. Please, very important team. Please consider. Let me know if you have any questions on this. Okay. Project means it's from the market needs. That means let's take. There are a lot of soaps available in the market, but being a let's take Jyotirmay wants to start an entrepreneur. So she wants to start an organization to manufacture a soaps. So what she will do, she's a boss for herself. What she will do, she will go to the market and make a survey and take what are the positives or negatives in the existing soaps. Okay, I'm just talking about soaps. Okay, so existing soaps. Let's take. There are a lot of soaps are available like Santur, Margot, Dove. All those soaps are available. But still, you will just go and check, take a survey and get the details. What are the pros and cons of the existing product? I would say existing soap. Then, based on the survey, you need to prepare your own or you need to manufacture your own product. Okay, that is called as product. Okay, sorry, I'm just talking about product, but I'm writing product. Okay, product means it's based on the market needs. Okay, and as said, you will perform a survey and manufacture or or create your own item or a product. That means your boss is end user. No one is your boss. You are the boss for the end users. The person who is using your product is nothing but the item, whatever you are using it. So this is called as product. So again, product means based on the market needs, you will work on the item that is called as product. Whereas project means here there is a client or a customer who is giving requirements and work on the project. That means here there is a client or a customer who will give the requirements And the very important point is you are least bothered about whether this product or a project is successful in the market or not. Okay, you have a scope defined. Based on the scope, you will work on the requirements. You are least bothered about what is happening after my developing the project and before the project, what is happening. You are least bothered about it. You got the requirements from the clients. Based on the requirements, you need to start working on it. The examples you know, right? CTS and TCS. And you have Accenture. So all these organizations are project oriented. That means client-based software, client-based organizations. They will get the requirements from different organizations. Based on the organization, they'll start working on it. That means the requirements they will get it from the different customers or different client. We can call it as client-based organizations like CTS, TCS, Infosys. All these things are client-based organizations. What are the product-based organizations? You know, right? Google, Amazon. We have what is JP Morgan. Like lot of things are product-based organizations. Okay, that means their own product they'll build up. Like HDFC Bank. All the things are product-based organizations. Okay, I'm just stopping here. Someone is saying something, please. Okay, if not, yeah, let me go ahead. So product-based means you don't have any client or a customer who is giving you requirements. You are the boss for yourself. You will work on your own software based on the market needs. Very important point. Okay, and we have a different terminology in the software industry of testing. So those are error, bug, or a defect, or a fault, and debugging and failure. So these are the different terminologies which you can find while going ahead in the software testing. What is this? So error is nothing but it is a human mistake. Let's take an example. If I ask you to enter the password, you forgot your password and trying to enter. Let's say my password is XYZ123 is my password. Here X is capital letter. Instead of XYZ123, I am trying to enter XYZ123. It is an error. Why? Because I'm not able to log in with this password because my password is X in capital letters. But I'm trying to enter the password as XYZ123, which where X is in small letter, which is giving me an error. So because of human mistakes, you're not able to sign into any Google or whatever the account it is. So that particular mistake from the human beings is called as error, not any bug or defect, because it's not a bug or a defect from the software. It's a defect from the human being. Okay, who is being trying to enter the word. Are you getting my point, team? Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, very important thing, team, because these are the different terminologies we may use in going forward in our discussion. So what is an error? Error is nothing but because of human mistake. Because of human mistake, you are getting an unexpected result. See, you are expecting, yeah, I am trying to open a Gmail. I just logged into Gmail, user ID is correct. But when I'm trying to enter the password, it is not logging in because I have entered the wrong password. The mistake is from the human being. Okay, then that is called as error, not any bug or a defect or a fault. Let me take another example. See, you have a 10th class, you are already completed 10th class, but when you go to the when you log into the system and trying to search for your result, instead of your hall ticket number, your hall ticket number is like this: 1235689. 1235687. This is your hall ticket number. Instead of this hall ticket number, you are trying to enter. You have entered 1235684 here. But if you enter this, you are able to see some other person's result or else it may prompt you say that this particular hall ticket number, roll number does not exist. And here it's not a problem from the software, it's a problem from the human because he entered the wrong roll number. That is called as error. Very important thing. Please don't call if you find any bug or a defect that is an error. Error is nothing but it is from the human being, human mistake. Okay, let me go to the next term. That is bug, defect, or a fault. Three are same and similar, but based on the organization, they'll call it as bug or a defect. Some organizations they call it as a bug, some organizations they call it as a defect. But in the manufacturing or a construction industry, they call it as a fault. What happens? Some component or a system is giving unexpected result. That means expected result is not equal to actual result. Then this is called as bug or a defect. Okay, this is from the system, not from any human being. Not from the human being. So bug or a defect is nothing but these two are the terms, terminologies which are used in the software industry. Okay, whereas fault is also called as same, but it will be used in the manufacturing or a construction industry. Let's take. I'm trying to look at the result, but server down. I cannot able to not even open the software, not even open the results web page. Or if I trying to click on www.facebook.com, but it is not opening because of server down. It's a bug or a defect. Why? Because a component or a system is failed. See, if you want to go ahead with some other result, you are trying to look at some result, but it is prompting, although you have entered the correct roll number, if you see the different result, different name or different result, then it's an error or sorry, it's an defect or a bug from the software itself. You are pretty much sure that your roll number is 1235687. Yes, you are entering the correct roll number itself, but whatever the result that is displayed is not relevant to you. Means to say the name is different and the marks are different. Then you can report a bug or a defect in the software saying that, see boss, my roll number is correct, but it was showing the different name and different result. That's a defect or a bug. Okay, or if you want to see, if you want to visit some Google site, www.google site, but unfortunately when you click on it, it is not prompting or it is not entering because there is an issue. Then we call it as it's a bug or a defect. Okay, and very important term, very important term is debugging. What is debugging? Debugging is end-to-end process of finding, analyzing, and correcting the bugs or defects of a software. That means if you find a bug, from finding the bug till the closing the bug, whatever the process that you are following, like analyzing, solving, fixing, all those things comes under debugging. Debugging is very important in the software industry. It is not only in this particular scenario, it is everywhere. Let's take an example. See, you found a bug. Let's take normal example. You are watching a TV. Unfortunately, the TV was switched off. Then what you will do? Directly, will you make a call to Samsung TV mobile call center and say that my TV is switched off? Can you please send the executive to correct it? No, right? You will do some analysis. You will do some finding. What you will do? You will on and off the TV, and sometimes you will check your remote cells, and sometimes you will try to operate with some other remote cells and whatnot. On and off, switch on and switch off. Like that, you will do some analysis before you report an issue. That is called as debugging. Or let me take our golden example. Like you are using your mobile. Unfortunately, your mobile is switched off. Will you make a call directly say that, okay, Array, unfortunately, my mobile is switched off. Will you make a call to the iPhone mobile customer care saying that my mobile is switched off? Can you please correct it? No. You will do your analysis. You will do your debugging process. That means you will try to restart with by starting button. You will try to click on the button and try to see whether it is starting or not. Or else you will try to charge your mobile and see because of charge is down. Probably it might have switched off. You will do your analysis. That particular process is called as debugging. Debugging is everywhere. So whenever you find a bug, you will not report the same directly. You will do your analysis and say that whether it is a bug or not. As said in the same golden example, you are not able to hear the voice from the person who called you. Let's say you have a mic problem or you have a speaker problem. Directly you cannot you cannot go to the customer care and report the same. You will do your analysis, try to insert the headphones and check whether you can able to listen the voice or not, or whether you can able to voice out the things or not. So all those things before you report any issue, the analysis that you will be performing is called as debugging. Hope you got the point. Next thing is failure. Failure is nothing but the entire software or a system is fail to get an expected result. That means you brought a new TV into your home and you're trying to on the TV. You're not able to on it, and there is no picture which is coming. It's nothing but a failure. Okay, because it's an initial step itself. Initial step itself, you're not able to perform any action on the particular item which you got it. That is called as failure. The entire system is failed, not a small component. See, as in the golden example, you brought a new mobile. Let's say you ordered a new mobile from Amazon site. You got the mobile and you are trying to switch on the mobile, but it is not on. Trying to connect to the mobile, connect to the charger and try to on it. It's not. Then it's a failure product. Did you get the difference between bug or defect or fault and the failure? Bug, defect or fault means a small component, as said, my speaker problem or my headset problem or there is a camera problem, whatever it is a small component which is which is getting an unexpected result. That is called as bug or a defect or fault. Whereas the entire system, again I'm calling the word team, entire system is failed to get an actual expected result. That is called as failure. Okay, let me show you the terminology. The very important thing as a testing terminology, error. Error is nothing but a human action because of mistake that produces an incorrect result. The result, whatever you are able to see, is incorrect. That is called as error. Defect means, as said, defect or a bug or a fault, a flaw in a component or a system that can cause the component or a system to fail to perform its required function. I'm expecting something, but I cannot see the function. I cannot see the same result here. That is a bug or a defect or a fault. Debugging, as said, the process of finding, analyzing, and removing the errors or bugs in the software is called as debugging. Failure, the entire deviation of the component or a system from its expected delivery, service, or a result is called as failure. So these are the four different terminology which is very, very important going forward in the sessions of the testing environment. Okay, testing methodology. Okay, I'm just pausing here. Any questions before I move on to the next topic? Team, any questions, please? As said, it's an interactive session. Please raise your hand or please raise your voice. If you have any questions, please.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, please.
Yeah, is the debugging done by tester or developer, sir?
Yeah, as said, test debugging is there in every industry. If it is a debugging process in the testing perspective, what you are doing before you say that it is a valid defect, the analysis is called as debugging. And debugging is everywhere. As the developer also will check his entire process, where exactly the issue has happened. Okay, See, as you said in the golden example, you have a picture problem, like a screen problem. Your mobile is fallen down and there is a screen problem. Okay, you will do some analysis, you will check whether it is working fine or not. The analysis, whatever you are doing is you are debugging. Whereas when you report to the system constructor or when you go to the like service center, the developer, he will do some analysis before he say that it's a bug or a defect. That analysis is also called as debugging. Debugging is nothing in Jyotirmai. It's like the process that we are
Analyzing.
following before you confirm on anything.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. I mean, analyzing the problem.
Problem. Yes, perfect. That is called as debugging.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, in the entire world also, yeah, very good. Good question, Jyotirmai. In any world also, if it is the entire process, analyzing, first of all, finding, analyzing, and closing, the entire process is also called as debugging. Not to worry, do I need to call it as debug or not? That's fine. Whatever the process that you have performed before you are getting a confirmation is called as debugging. Yeah, good question, Jyotirmai. Any other questions, team? If not, let me show you a small example before you go into the next topics. See, if I say, hope you're able to see my screen, team. Okay. So you're able to see my screen, right, team?
No, sir.
All right, that's what I thought. Okay. Hope you're able to see my screen now. I just opened this Facebook site.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah, perfect. Thanks for the confirmation. See, if I ask you to test this Facebook site, being a tester, what are the things that you will test it? Let me call out. What you will test here. First of all, you will check like www.facebook.com, right? Whether this URL is working fine or not. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Jyotirmai? Yeah, or anyone? Yeah, good. So the different ways of testing here. So what you will test here, you will first check whether the URL is working fine or not, working correctly or not. Second thing, my Facebook logo is in blue color or not, and all these things are small letters, and I have a static words, and there is an email address or a phone number, password checkbox, login button, forgot password, hyperlink, create new account, a button, create a page, hyperlink, and there is some static words. So this is normally a tester will do, right? And if you are a proper tester, you need to test few more things. What are they? You need to test what is the font size of Facebook. It has to be 12, 21. Let's take an example. Just copying. If I open a Word page, so you have a font size, right? The Facebook should be in this font size only, like Facebook. What is the font size of the Facebook? Okay, Facebook has to be in 24 font size. And what is the font type? It should be in the Calibri. So these things also you need to test very aggressively. See, anyone can say, okay, can you please test this site? Anyone can say, yeah, we need to test the first URL, Facebook logo, and so there are some static content, email ID, password, button, forgot password, and lot of things are there. But being a tester, a proper tester, you need to test each and everything. Yeah, you need to say that, yeah, what is the font size of the Facebook? It has to be in this way only. If it is more than that, you need to report a bug. If it is less than that, yes, you need to report a bug. Facebook size. What is the font type of the book? Facebook? Whether it is Calibri or you can see here, lot of things are there. Whether it's Arial or Times New Roman or whatever it is. So you need to test each and every scenario Again, I'm calling it the word each and every scenario of your testing module. That is how then only you are calling as a perfect tester. You should think in an aggressive way. That means you should not think in a normal people perspective. You should think in an aggressive way. Everything, like as said in the golden example, other example, my password or my checkbox accepts 1 to 10 numbers. They said like there is a checkbox which accepts 1 to 10 numbers. What you will do, okay, it is accepting 1 to 10 numbers. Let me try with one number, two number, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I need to check 10. Yes, this is the positive testing. Whatever he said, I'm just trying to check whether those are acceptable or not. What is the negative testing? I need to check 0, whether my checkbox accepts 0 or not, whether my checkbox accepts -1 or not, -2 or not, some negative number. And the numbers which are more than 10, 11, 12, 100, 200, whatever it is. And what is the other testing that I can perform? Why I need to enter only digits or numbers? Why don't I enter characters? This is also negative testing. Check whether it is accepting or not. Okay. Why I need to enter only numbers and characters? Why can't I give special characters? Yes, this is also another testing. Okay. Why should I give numbers or a characters or a special character? Why shouldn't I give a spaces only? This is also another testing. Why shouldn't I give a number with spaces? Let's take an example like this. 1, 2, 3, space 5, 6, 7. Whether it will accept or not. So all those things are negative testing. So there are two types as said, positive testing and negative testing. You have to think in an extensive way. That means out of boundary thinking. Then only you will be a perfect tester. Every time you have to think in the out of boundary regions. You should not think in a positive way or normal way. You have to think from the user perspective. What if the user enters spaces in between the numbers? What if a user enters 0 in between the numbers? What if a user, without entering any password, if we want to click on sign in? So all those things you have to think in an extensive way. That means out of boundary thinking. Then only you will be a perfect tester. Okay? Yeah. I'm just pausing here and lot of things to discuss in the upcoming sessions, like why are we getting bugs in the software? What are the possible ways? What is the verification and validation? Lot of things. And what is the SDLC? Each and every phase, each and every scenario will take almost good amount of time, and I'll explain you how many number of times you want. Okay? I'm just pausing here. Any questions for today?
No, sir.
No,
Any
sir,
other
from
questions? Yeah, good. Thank you. Thanks for the confirmation. Hope you are good enough about this session, and please feel free to reach out to the instructor or team so that we can continue the sessions going forward. Usually, the manual testing will take around 30 days because if you doesn't know anything about manual testing, with the interactive sessions, okay, interactive means after 1 week of time, I'll give you the test cases to write. And sometimes I'll ask you to do some test cases on some sites or some scenarios. I'll give it to you. It's a working session. After that, we'll go into the core Java and then we'll go into the next things. Okay, I'll show you how exactly it will look at just for a team perspective. Yeah, this is how it should be. I'll show you. Team 6 is currently running. Now it is completed almost 14 days. And I can show you the somehow called team 2. Yeah, it took around 48 days. 2019, and still almost every day I'll write the notes and give it to you along with the content like HTML designs, Excel sheet, everything. I'll mail you the details along with the recording. Don't worry. Every day when you complete your session, you need to feel like I have learned something for today. That's my motto. So I'll teach you how many number of times you want with an explanatory with the normal scenarios. please feel free to reach out to me for any of the questions that you have. Okay, every day it's an interactive session, and I'll give you the notes. No need to write anything from your end. I'll write on behalf of you, and we'll give you a running notes. Okay. So if no questions, thanks for joining the
Excuse
team.
me, sir.
Yeah, Jyotirmay, please go ahead.
Yeah, are you doing this online only or offline also you are going to institute, sir, to teach?
No, actually, as said, I'm a part-time faculty because I've been
Okay.
working on the one of the software industry as a senior technical product owner. Okay,
Okay.
so my designation is completely different. I've been working on it, but it's my passion to teach some of the scenarios. So I'm just here to teach. From the past, almost you can see 2019 and from past around 2001 and 2017 onwards. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Nothing to worry. Interaction. It's online only. Why? Because everybody will take some time to travel. You want to save the time
Yeah.
without traveling it. Right? The traffic and you feel like a little bored by traveling. And yes, I know if it is in class session, it will be more interactive than the online. But in order to save the time and lot of things, online sessions also little interactive. I'll make sure to not to get bored with all these sessions, whatever I'm trying to teach
Okay, sir.
you. Yeah, good thing,
Thank you.
Jyotirmay. Thank you. Any other questions, team? Anything that you want to call out, or any other questions? Not only in the topic, any other general questions from you? Yeah. If not, thank you so much, team. We'll catch you in the upcoming sessions. Take care. Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Catch you later. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye.